Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News.
And the news continues at 12:30. I'm Barbara Bailey, along with Bill Bryant. A Madison County man who admitted he killed his great-grandmother has found out how long he'll spend in prison today.
22-year-old William Tribble pleaded guilty earlier this month in the 2008 murder of Joanne Tribble. Tribble used a hammer to beat her to death. WKYT's Jerica Insko is in Richmond now with our top story at 12:30. Jerica?
It happened more than 6 years ago, but today William Tribble is being sentenced for his great-grandmother's murder here in Madison County. On October 8th, Tribble pleaded guilty to killing 78-year-old Joanne Tribble by beating her with a hammer at her home back in 2008. September of 2012 is when Tribble was arrested for murder, entering a not guilty plea a few months later. The trial was postponed and did not happen since Tribble confessed 2 weeks ago to murdering his great-grandmother when he was just 17 years old. However, he was tried as an adult due to the nature of the crime. Tribble was sentenced before noon today here in Madison County Circuit Court to prison for more than 30 years.
I will allow you the opportunity, if you want to exercise this time to say anything. Would you like to make any comments? Okay. It'll be 35 years.
Family of both Tribble and his great-grandmother were in court today but did not want to comment. In Madison County, Jerica Insko, WKYT.
William Tribble is not eligible for parole for 20 years.
This afternoon, police are investigating a string of gas station robberies in Harrison County. On Sunday night, Ken's Fuel Express was robbed at knife point. Police say the robber took all the money except $1 bills. There was also a robbery at the Fast Max on US 27 where the suspect had a gun and a ski mask. And at First Stop on Pleasant Street, a robber kept his hands in his pockets and implied he had a weapon. Police are trying to find out if the robberies are connected.
This afternoon, we're tracking the search for a man who police say robbed a Lexington motel at gunpoint. It happened last night at the Red Roof Inn off North Broadway. Police say the gunman had his face covered when he stole money from the register and an employee's wallet. Police say the man took off in a blue two-door vehicle and was wearing a dark hoodie and jeans.
A Harrodsburg man has died after a crash near Danville. State police say 55-year-old William Edwards crashed yesterday on Kentucky 33. His car overturned and he was ejected. Edwards was taken to Ephraim McDowell Regional Medical Center where he later died. State police say it looks like he was not wearing a seatbelt.
We're continuing to track the search for a man who's been charged in Lexington's latest murder case. Police have issued a warrant for 20-year-old Sivan Thompson. They say he was involved in last week's deadly shooting of Jeffrey Adams at an apartment on McCullough Drive. Lexington police have already arrested and charged Nathan Miller and a juvenile with complicity to commit murder. Police have not said who pulled the trigger.
Police tell us they arrested two of the victims this morning after an overnight crime on UK's campus. It was just before midnight when police say three men tried to break into an apartment on Gazette Avenue. One of the men had a rifle, but police say it was broken during a struggle. The suspects took off, and after investigating, police arrested two of the people inside the apartment. Samuel McKinley is charged with trafficking and cultivating marijuana. Dwight Covington is charged with trafficking.
We have a consumer alert we want to pass along to you this afternoon. More than 200,000 car seats are being recalled. Evenflow is recalling their rear-facing infant seats because the buckles can become difficult to unlatch. The recall affects Embrace models with an AM-Safe QT1 buckle. That's an AM-Safe QT1 buckle. Regulators say the buckles do not release easily, and it may be difficult to get a child out of the seat in an emergency. To see if your car seat has been recalled, you can go to WKYT.com.
Well, it's double the fun this weekend at Keeneland. Tomorrow is the last day for the fall meet, and UK students are celebrating homecoming at the track for Sea Blue Day today. Now, that's Sea Blue is today. UK students, alumni, and faculty will get free admission to the track and reserved grandstand seating with the UK ID. Fans will also get to watch UK football play Mississippi State at the Keeneland track tomorrow. They're not playing the game at the track, but they get to watch it from
That's
there.
right.
So.
You just turn your head back and forth. And the wait is almost over at the new Cheesecake Factory coming to Lexington. Next week, the Cheesecake Factory will hold its grand opening at Fayette Mall. Last night, though, we got a sneak peek inside the new restaurant. The new restaurant has more than 200 seats and almost 300 staff members will be working there. The restaurant will open up Tuesday at 11. They say they're still accepting job applications.
Also at Fayette Mall, 2 luxury cars were on display yesterday. They're going to be given away. You have until December 15th to enter Roar Clothing's contest. They're giving away either a Lamborghini or a Ferrari. You can enter the contest online and vote for your favorite car, whichever you prefer. On Christmas Day, Roar Clothing will give away the first car that reaches 1 million votes. To enter the car giveaway contest, go to WKYT.com.
More info
Which would it
there.
be? All right.
Choice to make, right? Well, there may be a connection between weight and sun exposure.
Also, how a mother's gestational diabetes may impact her child's health years later. Ebony Williams has details in this Better Living report.
New research finds pregnant women who develop gestational diabetes are at higher risk of having daughters who are obese later in childhood. Researchers in California say the link is even stronger if the mother was also overweight before pregnancy. Exposure to sunshine may slow the development of both obesity and diabetes. Researchers in Scotland found that shining ultraviolet light at overfed mice slowed their weight gain and led to normal glucose levels. And people who have age-related macular degeneration in one eye are more likely to get the debilitating disease in the other eye as well. That's according to researchers in Wisconsin. They also found the severity of the macular degeneration in the first eye is linked to the severity in the other eye. Those are some of the day's top health stories. Ebony Williams, CBS News.